Aries, hello, how are you? I'm finishing up, trying as much as I can to shuffle these cards. Yeah, I'm making some shorter readings. Today's readings for the final six, the final count for the final six of the zodiac have run a little bit longer because I am particularly freezing. My hands are really numb, my lips are numb, my brain is numb, and yeah, so it's maybe a little bit slow to get messages out. So let's see if there's any signs, synchronicities, circumstances, nods from the universe, indicators that you are on the right track, things that you can look out for to let you know that you are close to your divine union. All right, let's see what's going on with the feminine side of this connection. Page of Pentacles could be dealing with an earth sign. We have the Emperor, that's Aries. So the feminine is showing a lot of masculine energy here. That could also be you, like you've already spotted. Maybe you've already seen, maybe you are the masculine and you've already seen the feminine. And And if you're the feminine, then just know that your Emperor is looking at you. Like they're in your energy. They're in your space. So maybe it's somebody that you already know that's already in your sphere. We have the Page of Pentacles. Could be somebody from another world, right? And it's taking them a while to come to you, but it's like another world, like another version of yourself, an earlier version. With pages are young. This person could be younger than you, but it could be somebody from childhood or from a past life. We have the Two of Cups here, so that is like the lovers. There's a choice here. They're tethered together here with the lovers, but loosely, if they could get away. It's not like they're bound at the neck like the devil in the Rider-Waite Tarot. These are, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini or Scorpio with that skeleton there. With the Page of Pentacles, we have Justice. Justice. Yeah, I feel like you guys were already married in a past life. Well, the twin flame connection is you guys are married in the 5D. The justice system of the Page of Pentacles tells me like you're coming into marriage, you're coming into this agreement. This is an agreement to be in a partnership. All right, so in a love reading, it's coming into a romantic connection. If it were like a career reading, this could be you, going out for drinks with business partners to talk about this merger. All right, so with the justice system here, it does feel, I don't know why I'm grabbing that side. All right, so we have the Five of Cups with the Emperor. I'm going to pull this just because I was wanting to. Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. Maybe you already knew them. Maybe you already know them. There's a blockage here. And the Page of Pentacles again. Page of Pentacles, again, could be an earth sign. Pentacles are usually about like traditions and marriage. Maybe you guys were already married. Right, and she's holding her belly here, like she's pregnant, like she's with child, right? And so sometimes people, that's one of the main reasons people get married is because someone got knocked up. And so maybe the Pages of Pentacles here, maybe you had a child or two children together, maybe you got divorced, maybe you separated, maybe you're coming back together. All right. this could be a past life, past version of you in this incarnation. Maybe you were married, or maybe this is a past life reading where you two were married before in another life, in another world, on another reality. You two were already married, you had children together, and you separated, right? So your divine union, because maybe all divine unions are twin flames, but not all twin flames come into divine union, because they can come together, they can get married, they can have kids together, but if they don't wait for divine timing, it's never going to be divine. There'll always be a runner chaser. They'll always trigger the shadows in each other if they haven't done the work apart to heal those things and to break their own individual ancestral cycles. And then they're just going to have kids and imprint those cycles on them and put that responsibility off on them to break that cycle, right? We want to break the cycle before we consummate our love and procreate the lineage, right? Because what we're doing is, if we haven't done that work and we have kids, what we're saying energetically is, all right, well, now the responsibility is on them. With the divine union, it's the divine masculine, divine feminine, and the divine creation. So that's the Holy Trinity. Divine masculine, divine feminine, divine creation. So maybe this past life, like you came together and you were twin flames, but you were never able to, you didn't wait for divine timing. You didn't do the healing. Because see how they have this, I never really noticed this, but they have this tether to each other. So it's an attachment. It's a karmic cycle. Now, in this life, depending on what you believe about life, cycles and time and all of that, maybe you were married, maybe there are kids involved. We have 2 pages of Pentacles, so it's like maybe both of you are divorced, married, separated, whatever, with somebody else. Hopefully you're not married now. You have to be divorced before you come into divine union. But maybe you both have very similar relationship history, because we have both of the pages of Pentacles kind of moving in the same direction towards the Emperor. The Emperor's looking over here. We have this blocked Swords and Cups, crying over spilt milk and staying stuck in your ways. This is very victim, very low vibration, to clarify the Emperor. So it could be a false Emperor, but I feel like maybe you both are moving very slowly towards anything new. There's a lot of like trepidation. You're very wary. Ace of Swords. This Emperor is being met with the Ace of Swords, which is new communication. It's a much better, but it gives me the Queen of Swords. So it's somebody who's kind of guarded, and she's holding, the Queen of Swords has one hand open. She's got both of her hands on the sword, so she is very much like standing her ground. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, maybe you two are going to come together and work with this partnership, with this work, with the Pentacles here. It's like you both have Pentacles to offer each other. And maybe they're not an old friend, maybe they're a new friend. Maybe you two are going to come together and be roommates, or be, business partners, or work on a project together. Because I feel like both of you are guarded against love. So it's like but 6 is the number of love. So it's like that's what you both essentially want. That's why you're watching this. We all want love, whether we want to acknowledge that it's possible for us, or whether we want to say, oh, I don't want love, so that if it doesn't happen, we're not really that hurt or bothered by it. But we want the love. That's why we're here. And so this could be sort of like, here, let's come together in money. That's also another reason that people get married, and that's also the main reason people get divorced, is money. So it's like, I feel like it's sort of like a Trojan horse. This is like you're going to come in, someone's going to come in offering finances, like a financial union or some sort of financial project, monetary project. But it feels very platonic. But there's actually, and behind their back is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Cups, Five of Swords, and then the Five of Pentacles, but there's one pentacle coming in. What is going on here? The Star is, could be dealing with an Aquarius. The Star with an Aries reading would read to me as the Fool. So it is like, and the Star is like, there's balancing. So there's two pentacles with the Page of the Pentacles. There's the Two of Cups. And then they have the two vessels here. One's pouring into the water. One's pouring into the earth. I do feel like it's some sort of project that you guys are going to work on. Maybe you're going to start some sort of gardening project or some sort of like sanctuary or something. But it's platonic. I don't feel like there's no sexual intimacy. There's no romantic connection here. This is a very weird reading. We have the Six of Cups. Okay, so that's better. That's love. I do feel like, I don't know if you guys are fooling yourselves or if the masculine, maybe this is a true Emperor and they just see that the feminine is very guarded. They know that the feminine has this very tumultuous past. And so because the last time cups were involved, there was a lot of deceit. There was, maybe it left them as a Page of Pentacles, like it took all their money. And Pentacles can be energy, the health, wealth. Maybe something about this in the sacral chakra and the reproductive organs. Maybe they dealt with a Scorpio. But the last time that they had a union, it put them into a very sick place, a very unwell place. Their health and their wealth, Pentacles, were not balanced. And so we have the Two of Pentacles, a Page of Pentacles, and a Page of Pentacles, which is like the Two of Pentacles coming together to bring something into balance, to balance two or more ideas. So maybe the Emperor knows because, and if that's you, Aries is very good about business in the tangible world. They're the most overtly masculine sign as cardinal fire. They're double fire. And so if they're if they're dealing with a feminine that is guarded to the idea, they want it. You can see them, they're kind of like, like they're only showing half of their face, which doesn't feel two-faced. It just feels half-faced. And I feel like they have this vine from the crown to the ground. Like they've really been doing a lot of work on themselves to rebuild their health and their wealth, their initial investment with themselves, like building their bank account energetically, and maybe literally building their bank account, because maybe this stripped them of their finances. And so this masculine Emperor could be coming in with money and saying, hey, let's work together on this project. I think that they're watching them, and maybe whatever skill that this feminine has, they're going to be like, yeah, let's work together. And it looks like one pentacle, like a Page of Pentacles, like, hey, here's just an offer of, let's do something. And this feminine looks kind of, if that's the feminine, they look a little like, oh, please, a morsel, sir, please. But they're used to being breadcrumbed. And I feel like but they're like, haha. It's like divine trickery because they're actually coming in with the Six of Cups. It's like that Trojan horse. They're coming in, but they're not coming in to destroy. They're coming in to build. They're coming in to nurture and love. But I think that if they come in, I got this before, but it looks like that moon. I don't know if you can see it, but the moon looks like kind of like the Aries symbol. It's like they know if they come in with cups, it's going to scare this feminine away. So there's a little bit of denial here, a bit of denial here. Ace of Swords. So we have 2 Ace of Swords, 2 Pages of Pentacles. There's a lot of mirroring here. Yeah, and the 3 of Swords. They have to approach this differently than, I feel like there's like a Page of Swords. We didn't get the Page of Swords, but I'm getting this like sort of with the Page of Pentacles and because the Page of Swords often just watches, collects information, but they don't necessarily take any action or communicate. These Pages of Pentacles, they're not just researching or paying attention to this feminine because they're like, oh, he's pretty, and they're just watching, but they're not actually going to do anything about it. This person, they've got a fucking giant wrench. They're making a plan. They're going to do something about it. They're going to come in, and they're going to come in with the Ace of Swords to meet this Ace of Swords. This, like, they're going to come in with direct communication. This is like, I don't know what his sign is. I feel like I looked it up, but Happy Thank You More Please is a cute movie, but they said there's a man in there that's in love with, like the moment that he saw her, he fell in love with her. High Priestess, could be a Pisces. The Tower. Ooh. And the 5 of Wands. Ooh, yeah, this is like this feminine dealt with a toxic man, cycles, very specific, but she has alopecia. So, but he's like, he knew from the moment, and he's like, takes these little steps to get in her world. He wants to be in her world. He adores her from the moment he meets her, and he like goes out of his way to continue to be present and continue to prove that she's worthy. And typically that's not something that I would view as divine, but since this is a divine union reading, I'm going to say that because no one should really tell you about your worth, but and the feminine might feel very worthy alone, but whenever they get involved with somebody else or even entertain the idea of someone else or anything, like whenever love is involved or romance is involved, there's a fear there. It's like a disabling fear. It's like a crippling fear. And so they're not necessarily imbalanced or lacking self-worth, but they may need to see the worthiness of themselves reflected in someone else who also sees himself as worthy. Because I feel like this person, this feminine, just maybe attracts a lot of douchebags and fuckboys. And so it's like they need an emperor to be their leader and to show them like the way in the 3D, in the pentacle world. They need some sort of guidance. But I feel spiritually and divinely they must be in a place where they're balanced and they're righteous and they're living divinely and in the light. But yeah, something in the physical world, it's they really need, like, they need to see it to believe it when it comes to somebody else. And even considering investing their emotional energy into somebody, they need somebody that's stable and secure. Could be an earth sign that you're dealing with, or that the masculine's dealing with. We had the swords and we had the King of Pentacles. Was that your reading? I just put all the cards away. Or was that Pisces? So with the maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, or maybe you have these placements. There's a lot of mirroring here, so there could be similar placements with this person. But there's a seeing, there's a knowing, there's some sort of recognition. And in that movie, the guy's like, let me love you. Like, if you let me, I know I'll do a good job. It's like, so, and so, yeah, maybe other people have looked at this feminine and said that that's too much work. And this emperor feels like they are, and if that's you, it's like they're up to the task, right? So maybe he says that. Anyway, it's a beautiful speech. It's a beautiful speech. But this is, and in that case, the masculine is not someone that she would typically find attractive, that she would typically find to be her type or whatever. So this person might not be your type. For the feminine, this masculine might not be somebody that you pictured yourself with. But if you review who you have pictured yourself with, how has that turned out, right? And maybe you really pictured yourself with this ex that, fucked you up, because there's a lot of fear and a lot of blockages, a lot of blocked and a lot of despair almost, like with all the fives. It's like victim, victim, victim. It's like they were made a fool of, and they need a fool to take that leap of faith toward them and to approve their worthiness. And I just feel like this emperor's up to snuff. They're going to do it. So good. I feel like that's good. I mean, it's challenging, but depending on which side you are, which side you're on, if you're the feminine or the masculine. I'm going to go sit in the sun and thaw out. And hopefully you guys have a lovely day. Hopefully there was something in here for you. Until next time, I wish you well.